Hey guys, it's Cute Steph and welcome back to another book video. I know, welcome back to the one time a year that I actually make book videos. It's always only for the booktubeathon, or I guess I should say the Reading Rush now. They changed the name. Yeah, so they changed the name and I actually really like it and I really love the new website. I'm going to show you my to be read pile, and if you don't know what the Reading Rush is, I will explain it. I do this every year. This is actually my 4th year doing it, so if you're a subscriber and you don't know what this is, then I don't know what you're doing. The Reading Rush is basically a reading marathon for 1 week during the summer, and it's basically where you have, you know, an entire week and you have to read as much as you can, and it's like just like a thing that brings readers together, and it's all over social media like YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and basically you read with a bunch of different people at the same time, so it's like kind of cool because everybody's reading at the same time, and I'm not very good at it. Last year I read 1 book. Another thing about the Reading Rush is that on their YouTube channel they announce challenges. Because there's 7 days to read, they always give 7 challenges for us to achieve, I guess. But I like choosing 7 books that fit each challenge, just so that, because the ultimate challenge of the entire week is to read 7 books. So that's what everybody's goal is. Okay, so now we're actually going to get started with this TBR. So the first challenge is to have a book with purple on the cover. But the book I chose for this was Undercover Princess by Connie Glynn. She's actually a YouTuber. Hey, her picture's on the back. I'll show you it. She's actually known as Noodlerella on YouTube. So I don't know if you know her, but she started writing books and I was like, okay. So I don't really know. I forget exactly what happens. I guess I could read it, but I'm good. Obviously there's purple in this book, so this is challenge number 1. Oh my gosh. And even the actual book is purple. Oh, wait, is that upside down? There we go. This is gorgeous. Kind of love it. What the heck? It says this book is ages 8 to 12. What? Well, I'm gonna read it anyway. Second book. This is not a surprise. This has been in my TBR pile for 4 years now. So, the second challenge is to read a book in the same spot the entire time. So not like just in one sitting, but like every time you do come back to read the book, you have to read it in the same spot the entire time. So for this, I chose Before by Anna Todd. Oh my gosh, I'm literally rereading the series, or the after series right now. It's not my first time rereading it, and like I still haven't gotten to this dang prequel. I don't know why. I'm not encouraged. Like I said, it's been in my TBR for 4 years. The first year it was choose a book that's yellow. The second year it was choose a book to read outdoors, and then last year was just my 7th book. Like in the challenge to read 7 books, I was like, just let this be the 7th book. And this year it's to read it in the same spot the entire time. So, oh my gosh, we are gonna get to this. This is I think this is my biggest priority, because I'm like, just get this done. So before I read anything else, I'm gonna read this. Maybe, not quite, I don't know. Challenge 3 is to read a book that you meant to read the year before. So I decided to choose another book that was in my TBR last year. So it's 15th Summer. Yeah, so I meant to read this last year, so this is gonna be read. All I know about it is that it's during the summer and it looks like a summer fling, and it's a romance book. And this one's fun. So what is this? Challenge 4? Challenge 4 is to read a book that is the author's first book. I decided to read Again But Better by Christine Riccio. Is that how you... I literally can't pronounce last names for crap, so... Anyway, this is by Christine. She's actually a booktuber, not just a YouTuber, but specifically a booktuber that actually participates in the booktubeathon. Or the Reading Rush, I guess. Does she? I don't know. She has in the past. This is her first book. I've heard some mixed feelings about it. I understand that it's her first book, so I'm gonna keep it, you know, like open-minded. The 5th challenge is to read a book that has a non-human main character. So this is actually the only book I own that doesn't have a human as the main character, and that is Charlotte's Web. I've seen the movie, of course. I've never read the book. I think it's a children's book, right? So it should be pretty easy to read. So yeah. The 6th challenge is to read a book that has more than 5 words in the title. So I thought this was kind of creative. I'm actually in the middle of reading this one. It's Always and Forever, Laura Jean, sorry, by Jenny Han. This is in the To All the Boys I've Loved Before series. I've read the first 2 books. I started reading this book almost a year ago. In 2 months, I will have read this book for a year. Like, I don't know why, but during the school year I just never got to it. I've only read this much. My goal is to finish it. I know it's not a full book, but it practically is. I'm not even halfway through it. For the 7th challenge, it is to read a book to movie adaptation, and they do this almost every year. Majority of the books that I have that are book to movie, I've already read. I don't really want to reread a book. I feel like this is the time to read new books. So for this, I chose Coraline. I love this movie, and I've always been curious to read this. Since when did I have this book? I don't know where I got this. I don't know who bought this for me. I've been super duper curious to see how it lines up. It looks pretty short, actually, and I'm kind of scared to read it because, I don't know, the movie is kind of creepy, but like I can handle it, but I don't know, scary books kind of freak me out. It's a children's book, so it can't be that scary, right? I don't know. So we're gonna read Coraline for the book to movie adaptation 7th challenge. Booktubers are really pros at holding all their books at one time. I'm not quite like that. Yeah, so these are my 7 books that I'm going to be reading for the booktubeathon. We are going to change the game this year, guys. I'm actually going to read, I know I can't read 7 books because that's actual insanity, and I actually have a life and a job, so I can't do that. So my goal is to read 4 books, I think. I feel like 3 is too little, 5's too much, so I'm gonna do 4. I have some pretty short books in here, like Coraline and Charlotte's Web. Like, I could do that in 2 seconds. Those are actually the books I least want to read, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. But I think what I really love about the Reading Rush is the challenges. Like, my favorite part is like coming up with like what books to read, and then when the actual thing starts I feel really discouraged and I don't want to read. So I need to fix that. They do have video challenges throughout the week, so I might be uploading booktube videos like randomly if I like the challenge enough to do the video challenge. So comment down below if you're participating in the Reading Rush. With that being said, be sure to like this video. All of my social medias are in the description, along with the first link is to my merch site, so if you want to get some cute stuff, go down there. And if you're not already a cootie, be sure to subscribe to be a part of the Coot Clan, and I will see you guys in next Friday's video. Bye!